Hello, everybody, and welcome to another peer-driven podcast. This is Factoid Week. This is episode number 2. I'm Steve Rockwood, and I'm here with my buddy Jordan Seidel. How's it going, my friend?
It's going good. It's going good.
Going good. I like it. So you got another beautiful sheet of factoids here.
Yes.
So once again, you can go to our Twitter, and you will find all of our factoids at twitter.com/peerdriven or on our website at peerdriven.com, and go to the factoids page. You'll find plenty of them there. We are approaching number 365. 364 must have come out today, so 365 is tomorrow.
Tomorrow, the big day.
The big day.
1 year.
Woo. One official year filled with factoids. So we're just going to do what we did yesterday, and we're just going to go through and read these factoids off and then talk about them a little bit. So here we go. We got digital marketing factoid number 287. 90% of the time on mobile is spent in apps. And that is from Yahoo 2016. Why is that important to advertisers, Jordan?
I think it's important to advertisers because in most cases when you're in apps, you're prone to being shown banner advertisements. So whatever app you're using, you're going to be getting some sort of advertisement, whether it's on the page all the time at the top or the bottom, or after using it for a certain amount of time, you'll get an advertisement after 3 or 4 minutes of use. But it's important, for advertisers to get their ads in app because they can be shown to people, all the time.
Yeah, definitely. And one thing that's a little tough about apps is not all apps have the same network of ads.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to go through different platforms to actually get your ad in certain apps. So that is something to also consider when creating ads and figuring out where you want them to be. Not all app ads are created equal.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to do your research on that and find your audience, your demographic, where they spend their time, what apps they use, and then how you actually get your ad there. Digital marketing factoid number 284. Ad blocking has cost publishers nearly $22 billion in 2015 alone. That is from PageFair in the year 2015. What do you make of that one, Jordan?
So this factoid's from 2015. I was wondering, is it still, relevant in 2018? And what I was thinking is, a lot of people do use ad blockers. A lot of the websites can now tell that people have ad blocker enabled on their browsers, and they'll ask them to remove it, and then they'll restrict the features until they grant a whitelist on the ad blockers. So I think it's getting better to work around people that use ad blocking, but it's still a very big issue of people trying to get around advertisements.
Yeah, so I'd say it definitely does cost publishers money. A lot of them will need to create some sort of other income stream. So you'll have YouTube Red or Spotify Premium,
Mm-hmm.
things like that, where you pay to not get ads instead of just using a free ad blocker. For websites that actually publish content and articles where they're usually having display ads, they need to either sell a subscription model or something to make up that revenue. On the advertiser's side, though, it's actually not a terrible thing because a lot of people that use AdBlock probably aren't going to buy something because of your ad. They'll probably be annoyed by it more than the people that actually you want to see your ad because they're going to buy something from you. Those people aren't going to use AdBlock.
Yeah.
So you're not paying any more money to reach these people that aren't using AdBlock. Theoretically, you'd be paying money for impressions on people that have no interest in ads whatsoever. So from a publisher's point of view, yeah, it's not very great. But from an actual advertiser's point of view, it's actually not a terrible thing for advertisers.
Mm-hmm.
Digital marketing factoid number 330. 69% of smartphone users also say that they are more likely to buy from companies with mobile sites that easily address their questions or concerns. What do we make of this one, Jordan?
So what I make of this one is we've talked about factoids similar to this in episodes before where mobile addresses are kind of wacky and they don't really work, but in today's day, everyone's on the go and everyone has access to these mobile sites. So it's important for vendors and people that are selling things to get, not only their desktop websites to look nice and fresh, but their mobile websites to look, crisp and they work well and they're highly functioning. Because, it's getting to a point where people are using their desktops less and less, their laptops less and less, their iPads less and less. It's all on mobile. It's all on their phones. So.
Yeah, and I run all of the peer-driven stuff as far as the website goes, and I'll be honest, I really hate mobile optimization. I don't like how websites look on cell phones, but I still do it. I still make everything the way it's supposed to. We were making a blog post yesterday with this factoid, and I made it, and I sent the link to my wife, and she looks it up, and she opened it on her phone, and she goes, "Yeah, that looks terrible." And I was like, So I had to go redo the whole page to make it mobile optimized. So it is a hassle sometimes, but it's definitely worth it so your wife doesn't yell at you. Or your boss. Digital marketing factoid number 344. 52% of Snapchat users are under the age of 25. And that is from Statista. Hope I'm saying that right. 2016. I guess there's not a ton to make of this one. It's basically 52% of Snapchat users are under the age of 25. I can tell you, as one of the Snapchat technicians here at Pure Driven, that the lowest age you can advertise to on Snapchat is 13, and the highest age is infinity, but it actually breaks the range at 35. So it goes 13 to 35 plus. So if that tells you anything, it basically tells you that there's probably not that many people above 35 because they don't break it down anymore. So that's pretty much what there is there. I don't know if you got anything on that one, Jordan.
No, I think you laid it out pretty well.
It's pretty self-explanatory. All right, our final factoid of the day is digital marketing factoid number 337. Video content is 50 times more likely to drive organic search results than plain text will. It's a pretty crazy number.
I think I've said this before, but I feel like video engages, a user way better than just plain text. I feel like people will relate to it more if they see it, because I feel like people are just very visual. They need to see things and how it works rather than plain text, because that's just kind of boring,
Yep.
But videos help engage, consumers and users, and it's just a lot better than just having a plain old text that people read.
Yeah, definitely. And keep in mind that YouTube is actually considered a search engine now, because there's so much content on there and people use it as a search engine. So sometimes when I'm trying to learn a new guitar riff or something, rather than go to Google and look for simple guitar riffs or rock guitar riffs, I'll actually go to YouTube and just search rock guitar riffs for beginners, and I'll get a bunch of videos and click one. So there's your organic result right there. I guess about all I got for that one. I think that was a pretty solid 5 factoids there, Jordan. I like them. Some definite nice things to know and some good things to research too. So definitely, if you want to get your ads on apps, go look through that. If you want to start advertising on Snapchat, now you kind of know the demographics that are there. And you should start making some videos if you haven't.
Yes.
I'm glad we told you that on an audio-only podcast. All right, everybody. I hope you have a good day, and we will see you tomorrow for day 3, the big day.
Day 3.
Yeah.
Number 365.
Yeah.
Look out on Twitter. It's coming.
It's a big day.
It's coming.
So make sure you follow us on Twitter and follow the podcast if you can, and we will see you tomorrow. Have a good one.